Okay friends, in last lecture we have seen the highlights of organic compound having nitrogen atoms. In organic chemistry, nomenclature of compound is very important portion, factor. In case of today we will see about the nomenclature of primary amines. In primary amine जनरल फॉर्मूला है RNH2. कोई भी कंपाउंड का नॉमेनक्लेचर देने के लिए जाएंगे तो there are two types of method which are used for the nomenclature of organic compounds. एक common method है, दूसरी second one is IUPAC method. अच्छा, one more thing, suffix and prefix. During the nomenclature, sometimes we use particular words before the name, that these words are known as a prefix. And during the nomenclature, particular words are used after the name, they are known as a suffix. Yes, in common method, suffix is to be used as a amine. In common method, we will go from left hand side to right hand side. First of all, R is to be mentioned as an alkyl group. If one carbon is present in alkyl group, then we'll say methyl. Alkyl group having 2 carbon is known as ethyl. Alkyl group having 3 carbon is a propyl, butyl. Then sometimes during the nomenclature of alkyl group, we should have to use primary, secondary and tertiary, this type of words as a prefix. After finally NH2 group is to be mentioned as amine. But in the case of IUPAC method, this is the chemical method. Yes, amine is to be used as a amine suffix. First of all, yes, यहाँ हम left hand side to right hand side जाएंगे. R is to be mentioned first of all as a alkane. If one carbon is present in R, then it is known as a methane. R having 2 carbon is to be mentioned as ethane. R having 3 carbon is to be mentioned as propane, butane. And then amine is to be used as suffix. Second way, yes, we will go from right hand side to left hand side. First of all, NH2 is to be mentioned as amino, and finally R is to be mentioned at last as a alkane. So in IUPAC method, amine is to be used as a suffix and amino is to be used as a prefix. There are some illustrations. Yes, R lele, this is methyl. In common method, methyl amine. In IUPAC method, methane amine. Otherwise, reverse चलेंगे, amino methane. Root hydrocarbon is to be mentioned in IUPAC method. This group is known as a ethyl group. That's why its common name is ethyl amine. In IUPAC method, R में 2 कार्बन है तो ethane यूज होगा. Ethane amine, otherwise amino ethane. Yes, now you see R having 3 carbon atoms. This is also R having 3 carbon atoms. This is also propyl, this is also propyl. Both are quite different. This propyl is known as a primary propyl. That's why it is known as a primary propyl amine. And this one is known as a secondary propyl amine. Why this is known as a primary propyl amine? Why this is known as a secondary propyl amine? Yes, NH2 is attached with carbon. This carbon is primary carbon. That's why it is known as a primary propyl. And this carbon, the carbon atom which is directly attached to the NH2 group, is known as a secondary carbon because this carbon is attached with two other carbon atoms. That's why this carbon is known as a secondary carbon. The secondary propyl. In IUPAC method, propane 1 amine amino position location of amino group is first carbon 1, 2, 3 on first carbon. That's why it is known as a propane 1 amine. Otherwise 1 amino propane. In case of this amine, propane 2 amine, amino group is present on second carbon. That's why it is known as this propane 2 amine, otherwise 2 amino propane. Now you see this group having a 3-4 carbon atom. It is known as a butyl group. This is also butyl group. This is also butyl group. This is also butyl group. If 4 carbon atoms are present in alkyl group, it is known as a butyl group. There are 4 types of butyl groups are there. First one, this butyl group is known as a primary butyl amine. In IUPAC method, butane 1 amine, otherwise 1 amino butane. This is secondary butyl amine, otherwise butane 2 amine, otherwise 2 amino butane. This group is known as a tertiary butyl group because this carbon Na2 carbon atom which is directly attached to the amino group is tertiary type. That's why it is known as tertiary amine, tertiary butyl amine. In IUPAC method, longest chain having 3 carbon atom. So, at last, propane is to be considered as a longest chain. 2 amino, 2 methyl, propane, otherwise, yes, methyl, M for methyl and A for amino. In alphabetically order, A will come first of all. That's why 2 amino, 2 methyl propane, otherwise 2 methyl propane, 2 amine. And this group is known as isobutyl group. That's why it is known as isobutyl amine. And 2 IUPAC name is 2 methyl propane 1 amine, otherwise 1 amino 2 methyl propane. In this illustration, 2 amino groups are present. Yes, ethylene diamine. Common name is ethylene diamine. Is short form is EDC, EDA. And IUPAC name, 2 carbon atoms are there and 2 amino groups are present. And position of both amino groups are on different carbon, 1 and 2. Ethane 1,2 diamine, otherwise 1,2 diaminoethane. This is the amine compound having 3 carbon atoms. That's why propane. Propylene triamine, its short form is PTA. Its IUPAC name is propane 1,2,3 triamine, otherwise 1,2,3 triaminopropane. If NH2 group is directly attached to the benzene ring, its name is aniline. Common name is aniline, otherwise phenylamine. Yes, IUPAC name is benzene amine, otherwise aminobenzene. One more thing, if 2 groups are present on benzene ring, among the 2 groups, one is amino group, second one is methyl group. Common name of this compound is known as a toluidine. Yes, the both groups, position of both groups is ortho position. That's why orthotoluidine. The position of both group is meta. That's why it is known as a metatoluidine. And position of both groups is on para position. That's why it is known as a paratoluidine. In IUPAC method, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 2 methyl benzene 1 amine, otherwise you can say 2 methyl aminobenzene. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The 3 methyl benzene 1 amine, otherwise you can say 3 methyl aminobenzene. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yes, 4 methyl benzene 1 amine, otherwise 4